Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your Cameron House Marina. My name is Ruben Mercer. I'm the sales manager here at Marine Sales Scotland. This is a 2007 Maxum 2700 SE. She is powered by a Mercruiser 350 Magnum. That's a 300 horsepower petrol engine with a dual prop outdrive system. A fabulous beamy boat that lends itself well to couples with its expansive social areas down below. Let's take a look at her out of the water first and then we'll jump on inside. So the very first thing to notice is that rubberized keel guard on the bow. Now that runs halfway down the hull, and what that does is that will take the impact off of the keel at the deepest point if you want to nose the front of the boat onto the beach, if you want to beach the boat effectively to take it up onto the land. So you want to explore the islands. Well, that is exactly how you do it. Now looking underneath the hull here, a great job done by the preparation team on the anti-fouling. You can see they're nice and blister free as well. A real tidy looking boat underneath the water. So we've got the anti-fouling all the way up just past the waterline stripe, and then as we get back to the business end of the boat, we've got our dual props, both of them in great condition. You can see no cuts, no chunks missing out of them. Anodes, all of them have been replaced. You can see the two on the rams there, and then there is another one here as well. But what we've also done is we have anti-filled the drive leg for you, and we have also changed the anodes on both of the trim tabs. So the swim platform is covered in flexi teak. You can see we've got 5 rod holders as well if you are avid fisherman or fisherwoman, and then just tucked away in there, that little slit in the gel coat is where you would run your shore power cable to plug into the 240 volt system. Also charges up your batteries whilst you're not at the boat. Now what else we also have is we've got an onboard auxiliary bracket, so that means if you do decide to have a tender on the back here, well, you can stow your auxiliary motor effortlessly. It means it doesn't clog up the rest of this space in here. Now every single boat is designed around something else. The 285, for example, is designed to accommodate people overnight, whereas this is very much about socialising and enjoying the day. Now at the back here, we've got 3 spotlights on the back here, looks very nice, and then we've got these snap-in carpets that are in good condition. Everything is grey. The boat is called Phantom, so we've got grey carpets, grey canopies, a grey hull band, and look at that, even a grey dash as well, just to suit. Now let's start off at this side. Now this is the main entertainment area. During day, you do have, just tucked away down here, there is no mini fridge up top, but you do have a cooling locker down there. Now it is drained, so you can bung ice into that if you want. You've also got little cup holders on either side and a charging socket to charge your phone, or if you want to bring a portable speaker. Now you don't need to bring a portable speaker because there are 2 speakers up here for the onboard Bluetooth stereo system. Now opposite this area, which you can probably get 5 or 6 guests in, that will drop down to form a daybed as well if you want to, but opposite this area we do have the Cockpit Wet Bar. So that in here effectively is your battery isolators, but you can get a vertical cool chest in there should you want to. I've also seen some people take this out and they can actually retrofit a fridge, but you do have the cool chest off to the starboard side, so it's really up to you if you want to do that. Now we've got a high quality worktop here, and the thing really is solid and heavy, but it reveals underneath a hot and cold sink. Perfect if you are preparing meals up here, if you're making sandwiches for the kids. Also, if the guests get a little bit leery and they need to wash their hands, for example, you spill a drink, it always happens. It's always nice to have that there. All of the upholstery is in really good and neat condition. Now you can see here that there's no tears, no wearing on it whatsoever, and that again is a really elongated area. Normally they bring the wet bar to about here and you'd lose half this space, but no, I think easily 3 people on that side. Double helm, well, I say double, but again you could at least get 3 on it, and it is very well appointed. The boat has almost everything kit wise. It's electric trim tabs, there is your VHF, and also we've got a Garmin GPS map, so that's multifunction. 1, it has depth. 2, it also gives you like GPS, and it's got chart plotting capabilities as well. Now you do also have another digital depth finder down here, and the boat, when we start her up, you'll see engine hours 296. Perfect. So what have we got? Well, we've got wiper, that is your anchor light. You've got your nav lights here as well, and then you've got your courtesy lights and your mood lighting. Now on the subject of mood lighting, just you wait until we get down the stairs. On this side, we've got accessory, depth finders, and then you've got your bilge switches there. View over the helm really is superb. You're well elevated, you're well up. It's a very, very elevated riding position, much like you'd find actually the difference between a 4x4 car versus a saloon. Now, access out onto the bow is simply over these moulded steps. I like how it's not cut into the door, because when you sometimes have this open, if you want to just walk in and out of the into the cabin, it just means that you can't get up over the bow. You can leave this open. They're there, they're permanent, they're not flimsy, they're not going to move on their way as well. Unfiltered access. Now on the top as well, there is plenty of space if you want to put out 2 towels and lie either side of the escape hatch. And then up the very front, you can see there is the searchlight. The control for that, oh, I probably should have showed you it. It's just down here on the dash. Fiberglass radar arch, always beneficial in my opinion when you compare it to, well, just the system that these canopies normally use with a frame. It means if you do take canopies off, put them back up again, it's so much easier to do. Now, just before we show you the daybed setting, let me show you what this switch does at the back. So it activates the disco lights. As I said, a great boat to entertain on, to socialise on, all about fun party-filled days on the water. Now, they look fantastic, even better at night time. I'll turn them off for now, but they work quite nicely and they complement the mood lighting system down below. You'll see that soon. Let us get the daybed set up. Perfect, so a real nice space for 3 or 4 people to sit here and enjoy the views. You can see you've got this backrest that runs all the way in a sort of 3/4 square along, so you've got plenty of space to sit with your back up against. If you do get thirsty basking in the sun, well, just jump into there and you can help yourself to a drink from your own personal cool chest. Whip all these canopies off as well. It's very, very quick and easy to do. You've got a great open air space. Right, I think you've probably seen enough of up top. What we will do is go downstairs into the saloon. So amazing days in the water should really be followed up with amazing nights, and this is the perfect place to do that. Now, initially the sort of competitor to this would be the Bayliner 285, but the problem with that is at the very bow you do have a berth that's fixated there. You can't move it and you only get a very small saloon area off to the right hand side. Now, this is all about entertaining during the day and the night, and very much so with the lights around there. It's a pleasure paradise down here. Now, let's get started. So off to the port side, we do have our galley. It's equipped with an alcohol electric burner. We've got our stainless steel hot and cold sink. That is a water purifier, or a water purifying tap. We've also got a microwave oven fitted up there as well. Storage wise, well, there is plenty of it. You've got some down there tucked away. We've also got another locker here, and then we've got more storage, and you can see it's all lit with LEDs, and this is just for the likes of your forks, your knives, your cutlery, that sort of thing. And then plenty more storage in there as well. Loads of headroom in here. You've got a huge big escape hatch off to the bow, and then everything is centered around the table, and also that forward smart television. Now, you've got extra workspace off the starboard as well. That consists of our fridge slash freezer compartment. We've also, and I've not seen this before, got an inbuilt Black & Decker coffee percolator. Now, just tucked away slightly around to the corner are the controls for both the Everspacker heating system and also for the Airtronic tropical air conditioning. Those multicoloured round circular displays are also the controls for both the LED mood lights and also those 2 dimmers up at the back. Now, let me jump around here and I can show you what the boat looks like from this perspective. It's always nice to see. Nice and airy, loads of space. That there is just a vent for the onboard air conditioning system. But it really is a great place to bring your friends down, have a party, have a drink. So what we can do with this is we can drop it down, we can turn it into a berth. So yes, you've got huge seating capacity for up to about 6-7 people. You can also turn it into accommodation for 3. So you've got this huge berthing area. You can easily get one person down this side. You can easily get another down there, and then another person on the centre. Well, that's not a problem at all. What a brilliant place as well if you just want to lie down, watch a television, maybe prop a pillow up at the back. It's completely up to you. What we'll do next is I'll show you how much storage there is around the V-berth. We've got plenty of storage space as well in all of these 4 lockers, and as you can see, which is exactly what you want to see, they're dry. There's no mould in them as well. All those telltale signs of a well-maintained, tidy and clean boat. Right, we'll drop this all back again, we'll get it into its original setting, and we'll move on with the rest of the boat. Wonderful. So that escape hatch does have a sort of shade for it if you want to block it out. You've also got, as you can see, blinds for each of the portholes, and then the speaker system up at the top. Well, there's 2 speakers for the onboard Sony Bluetooth stereo system. Now let me just come on to that wee area there. So it is located right there, and then here is your 240 and your 120 volt system control panel here. Opposite that, we do have the heads. Now this sink, to me, definitely looks like it's been retrofitted, so it's a marble effect. So that actually looks really, really nice. The toilet is electric flush, so it's one of these ones you use with your foot. It does have a waste tank, but it's also a sea toilet, so you can pump it straight out should you need to. You do have storage tucked away behind this locker here. And then you've got more storage underneath as well, and a little bit for toilet paper just recessed in there. Now, one of the vents for the heating system is in here, so if you do have a shower in here, you've got your curtain to enclose. You can see the track for it there, and then any condensation can be easily blown out. Open up the window, turn the heating on, job done. A very roomy toilet actually for a 27-foot boat, much better than a Bayliner 285, which is what this is the comparison to. Right, now, the aft berth, there is a mattress topper for your added comfort. Back here is storage for the base plate to make up the front berth. You do have a curtain for privacy, and this is enclosed as well, so you only really have this area you need to worry about with a curtain. Now, it's really, really wide. It's not quite full beam, because up the back there, you can see you've got 2 different vents for your air conditioning system. There's also a heater system up there, well, a heater vent up the back as well, so loads of room, loads of width, and also plenty of length. A little recessed area back here as well, but it's a nice space. This, it's clean, it's tidy, and also you've got your accent LED lights that are backlit in behind here. Perfect. So I think I missed that storage locker the first time actually, so that's your trash receptacle there, which, as you can see, is accessible from both sides. But the lighting system really does this boat wonders. You can see it's everywhere, and it's hidden as well from view, so it really does look like it's coming out of the fabric. Right, all there is to do now, I think, is show you the engine. She's powered by a Mercruiser 350 Magnum. That is a 300 horsepower petrol engine. Now, that replaced the old 5.7 litre V8. It's a lot more fuel efficient. Also, it's got a lot better torque. Perfect. Right, we'll whip this down. Well, ladies and gents, I hope you enjoyed the tour of that magnificent boat. A lot of boat for the money, a real good boat for entertaining on, socialising on, just spending those fun family days on the water. I'm Ruben from Marine Sales Scotland, where fun on the water begins.